Hello once again, folks. Welcome back to the American Civil War mod Revived. It's been quite a while since we last played this mod, and quite a while since I last recorded and posted a video. Life had gotten pretty busy with me trying to transition between jobs, and also having some severe burnout for content creation. Other than that, though, this mod has gotten a couple of minor, at least as far as I'm aware, minor updates since the last time we played it. But we're just going to get right back into playing it how we more or less did last time. I mean, besides continuing that campaign, unfortunately, there's nothing I could do to recover it since this is technically a whole different launcher. Alright, let's get into character creation. Alright, welcome into character creation. Here we are. I'm not going to read this. You can pause the video and read this if you'd like. It's a common one that is put into any warband module. We're going to be going as an adventurer again, rather than a faction leader. Male. We're going to do a military veteran, a street beggar, and a military cadet, and we're going to do Wanderlust. Now I'm going to allow myself to quit without saving in case we have any sort of issues. I.e. any crashes or my recording software stops working or whatever, so I can just backtrack and resume. We're going to be going as Frederick today. So let's put some points into agility and into strength. A little bit into iron flesh, but primarily into athletics, as I would like to be able to move relatively quickly. I am going to be using pistols and carbines and rifles quite a bit today, if I can. Let's find a decent face to use. You'll be looking at the uniform most of the time, so it doesn't really matter. That'll work. And then let's go up to Washington. Steamboat up the Potomac toward the city of Washington. The land here is mild most of the year, but winters can be harsh and the summers oppressively hot. On some of the hillsides, the thin snow of winter was still melting away, but much of the land was turning to the vibrant green of the spring season. Herds of cattle and horses grazed in the fields, while federal soldiers kept watch along the banks of the Potomac and gunboats patrolled the river. The fortifications protecting the city were extensive and formidable. A fellow passenger remarked that they were said to rival the strongest in the world. At last, the Capitol Dome and the church spires of Washington came into view before you were in the city. At once, both a vast encampment and a government town bursting at the seams with soldiers, clerks, and wagons. You're exhausted by the time you find the hotel in Washington and fall asleep quickly. However, you awake before dawn and are eager to explore your surroundings. You venture out onto the streets, which are still deserted. Suddenly, you hear a sound that sends the hairs on your neck on end. The cocking of a hammer's gun. Cocking of a hammer's gun? Cocking of a gun's hammer, excuse me. Okay. Pretty simple to deal with. Looking snazzy too with our Colt revolver. Again, this is just the base quest that's in the game. We will be doing it just because it gives you a bit of extra money to work with, as the recruits are expensive. Let's quickly go over the world map. I've reviewed it before, but might as well go over it again in case anybody's forgotten. We have all the way up to Maine for the United States, all the way down until the Gulf of Mexico. I believe at one point there was the Maximilian Empire of Mexico and such. However, I believe they took that out just for performance reasons, as it was not... didn't really contribute to the rest of the game and usually resulted in three-way wars for no reason. So now the main factions of the game are the North, the South, and the natives. Beforehand, you would have the two Mexican factions down here also battling it out, but those were pulled out. For the moment. They might be brought back in future, I am unsure. As stated before, we're up in Washington, so let's go get some soldiers. Let's go to Alexandria, and hopefully we don't get jumped by any of these Union bombers, because they don't care where you're from. They did extend the amount of unit variety, as you can see here. It used to be just militia or regulars, and now there's a lot. I'm going to go with some Marine Corps. And I think that should be enough men. Yes. They only required 6, but you don't get small party sizes anymore. So let's go to the tavern. Washington. Who's that? Madame Marie. Okay. I'm just going to quickly adjust the volumes as these games seem a little bit loud. Yes, it is. Let's lower that down a bit. Okay. Then let's go and hunt some bandits. There's some outlaws there, but they're not our primary target. Yeah, they are outlined in blue. Band of robbers. Pay the ransom. This is, again, base game quest line. They've just adjusted it. Here are our Marines. Let's get us in a position because the enemy is on horseback. That is the one difference between this and base game is the band of robbers in base game are just base looters, and the base looters are on foot. These robbers are on horseback. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get them up there before the horses get here. Marine Corps have some pretty decent uniforms, and they also have bayonets. Militia do not get bayonets, but they do have a much higher fire rate. Alright. Hold until they're nice and close, and fire. Alright, fire at will. Goodness. Evidently, my aim is not what it used to be. Go ahead and reload. They're getting dug in. Luckily, with all these bayonets, we should be able to get rid of them pretty quickly. If they get into melee range. I seem to have adjusted the gun sounds also. That time I managed to shoot one down. Don't mind me just missing point blank. Come on, lads. Hit him. I don't know why we just shot that horse for, but sure. Alright, and they got the last guy who actually was on foot. Standard quest response as usual. We got a decent amount of loot. We also have a horse here, but I don't have any real riding experience, but that's because I'm a veteran soldier. Well, not veteran, but I'm a cadet. I have no practical experience. I must be full up. Right. There's also this mechanic, which basically it'll just give you more morale based on how much time you spend. I only go with a 2-hour one because there's just so many enemies hanging out around here. So let's go into here and first go to the marketplace and then just sell all this off. As unlike for Bannerlord, there is no inventory max weight. There's just max slots. I kind of prefer the max weight, but there's a Sharp's rifle there. How much would a rifle and some cartridges cost me? 10, 39. I should be able to afford that. It's bent, but it's better than having to rely on a revolver. Hopefully that is the right type of rifle ammunition. It doesn't say it on it, so I'm hoping we are correct. I am correct. Okay, I got 141, so that's pretty good. Let's go to the tavern. Let's go to Ransom Broker. So you know, just so then we have him introduced. Alright, let's go get his brother. Also, if you notice any jump cuts in footage, well, you can turn the sound off. You can't turn the ambient, or rather, you can turn the music off. You can't turn off the ambient music. And the problem with that is a lot of it is copyright owned, and I'm trying not to get this channel shadow banned for daring to have music. Let's go over to Frederick and get a couple more men before I go storming that. Colored infantry, Iron Brigade, some sharpshooters. Let's just get some militia for the sake of having some extra guns. And then let's hit that hideout after I check to upgrade one of my guys into a veteran. Hopefully they'll bring him with. There are quite a few bummers around here. Yeah, they're probably going to keep bugging me. Let's get to the kidnapper's hideout and just get this done. Sometimes the sound does break and there's no footstep noises. I don't know what causes that. And as you can tell, the gun sounds work, it's just the footstep noises break all of a sudden. I have no idea what causes it. Okay, let's try to get in nice and close here. I missed. And yes, those were the right cartridges, that's good. There's a hit. Ouch. Fortunately, you can't reload this one on the move. I believe they also... Ow! Well, I've been shot. Unfortunately, with that one... Unfortunately, with... they removed the... ability to crouch. Which does suck. It's one of the changes they've made that I was not much a fan of. Okay, I do have plenty of bread, but I don't have enough money to hang out in town. Unfortunately. Seems to be a battle going on. Excuse me pulling up that menu. It's just... I'm so used to being able to hit Q and E to rotate the camera rather than having to rely on the system. I'm not going to be able to go to Kidnapper's hideout for the moment, as I just don't have the health. So I'm probably going to have to muck about until I can find some bandits to get some cash so I can proper heal. Because with the Kidnapper's hideout, you're limited to the party size set in the quest. So let's see if we can't bum around a little bit and find something here. Or we'll just heal before then. Confederate Army. Yikes. No, I should be healed enough by now. So I'm going to attack again, but this time I'm going to let my men do most of the work, so I don't have a repeat. There's no more crouching, so I'm hitting Z. Nothing happens, so it's unfortunate. But I assume that was doing either for balancing reasons or just to reduce crashes or some otherized reason. Try to find some cover here so I don't get shot again. It's odd how the Sharps rifle, you have to stand still while reloading even though it was a top loader. Oh, I say top loader. Brake loader. Now, I never did say I was any good at this mod, so be prepared for me to die quite a bit. As even last time, I did go down a couple of times before we got going. There we go. Missed. They're going for the last one back there. Shaolin Marines. I think that was the last one. Yeah, there's the merchant. Okay, let's take all of this to get that money I was after. Fur mining. So let's just grab everything we can. I know it's not worth a whole lot, but we just need any sort of money at the moment. Else we're not going to be able to pay our men, and then that is a whole other issue. It's just the second phase. I need time to think in the form of I need to chill for a minute and get my health back. So let me know. And try to introduce myself to the preacher. Blood of its own kin. It seems the whole nation is possessed with the same madness. Each side swears God will sort it out in the end. Well, he does. It's what mankind never seems to understand. When a people stray too far from the Most High, He does not send fire and brimstone from heaven. The Lord gives us over to the wicked when we ourselves are wicked, as it is written in the book of Judges. And the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel, and He delivered them into the hands of spoilers that spoiled them, and He sold them into the hands of their enemies round about, so that they could not any longer stand before their enemies. The soldiers not here soon, so and it seems the Lord has made a plain line here today. So what happens when men refuse to look upon what they have become? These ones will end up birds saying. This word not holy, but it is permitted. If it's permitted, then men like you and I already bought it. Sure. We got a preacher now. Yeah, don't know what equipment he's got, but you know. So let's just sell off all of this. I'm assuming he'll act as a medic. And the horses, because I don't care to be cavalry. I do like the weapon variety provided in this mod. Okay, so let's go get some more recruits. I would recruit from Washington, but you have to recruit them 40 at a time, and we just do not have the money for that. So let's go and recruit from Annapolis on the coastline. More or less the same. 44. I'll get some more Marines, I guess. We're not doing too good on money anymore, are we? $5. We have $5. That's not good. We need to find some bandits quickly. Bounty hunters. Let's go south and see if we can't find some Jayhawkers, maybe. There's some bummers there. That might be worth fighting. On one side you got Jayhawkers, the other side you got Union bummers. They more or less act the exact same. I'm not chasing them all the way to Florida. There's some farmers, some more bummers there. I'm not getting involved in that. Ew, jeez. Apparently the South is coming in for Washington. Okay. Any sort of bandits around here, or have they been mostly... I don't know why they all are going after Leesburg. Let's head out here, see if we can't find any kind of bandit to hunt down here. Yeah, I have no food, and I'm running out of money, so my morale is going to be in the tank. We'll train. I know, my morale's going to be in the tank because I've got nothing, but I didn't have much choice in numbers I was recruiting, unfortunately. Just bounty hunter. No, there's some outlaws, but I think they're going to outrun me. That's probably why it's better to join up quick, as you have plenty of stuff to kill. This is not going well. Head out to Ohio. Maybe there's some bandits out here. Yeah, foragers. Hang out in this area. Maybe there's some. There's some. Come here. I'm slightly slower than them. Okay, I managed to get him anyway. Okay, hopefully this will get our monetary roll back on track, so I can actually afford to pay and feed my men here. And yes, I'm aware it's kind of weird when you can't hear any footsteps from your soldiers, but like we said, you can hear the other noises, so it's like, what's breaking there? I don't know. Okay, here they come. Got quite a few Marine Corps, and then I should have a small amount of militia mixed in down there. And then the preacher, of course. Do you even have a gun, sir? No, he has nothing. Very well. Well, he's being our pseudo-medic here, so... They lining up to do battle with us? I think so. Right, men. Let's advance. The line's kind of wide. Can I form into 3? 3 rows, please, gents. Sounds like we're being shot at. Yep. Oh, jeez. Man, get a move on. Move forward. Alright. Send them a volley in return. Reload. Yeah. Hear all them bullets going past me. Come on. Get a move on, lads. Yeah, jeez. Take aim. Fire! Just the one. Back of the forces. Have our men march forward a couple more steps. Alright. Let's hit him again. Fire! There's a better volley. Jeez. Come on, men. Reload. Fire! That's another good volley. Reload. Advance. Aim and fire. Ah, come on. Y'all can do better than that. Advance again. Come on, boys. They're right in our face. Fire. Fire at will. Hit him. I cannot see a thing. Here's one. I think we already got most of the ones over here. I think it's just that far one now. Right, men. Forward! Charge! Put like 1 or 2 of them back there. I didn't reload. I didn't even know. I was not paying attention. Preacher's going fisticuffs. Oh, and he got knocked out. Preacher got whacked over the head. Alright, let's get all of this that we can hold. Preacher got smacked over the head. Alright, let's just grab up everything we got here that I can possibly hold. Get a little bit of morale back for the shallow graves. And let's go to Columbus. Try to sell off this junk and get some food before my whole army deserts. Speed along in there. Waiting for the wall of text to go away so I can see. There it is. Weapon store. Just buy all of it, please. Just buy all of it. 148. Okay, let's get some more bread, and then let's get some salted pork, I suppose, and some hardtack. Alright. I think, though, that'll have to be it for today. Let me know in the comments if there is something you'd like to do, or if you'd like me to just skip this early game part and go straight on to about the mid game where we're back, you know, somewhat established. If you'd like to see any other Warband mods, or alternatively Bannerlord mods, which I can run for the most part, but for Bannerlord recordings, they will take a little longer just due to the sheer amount of crashes I get in there when doing modded content, or just doing modded gameplay in any form. That'll be all for today. Have a good one.